Hello, YouTubers, Facebook, TikTok. My name is Ismael Rosado from Maelo Transportation Monedas Coin. Yeah, yesterday I put a short video that I was gonna talk live about a success happens to me in 1976 UFO ovnis, and yeah, what I'm gonna say is recorded. I did a report on this. I have some people have opted to leave my page. That's fine. Uh, yeah, some people don't believe. Some people they just want to opt not to hear what I have to say. But yeah, let me tell you something. When a pilot do a report, and especially the report that I didn't make a report myself. There is a lot of people involved in aviation when you're flying as a private pilot, as a commercial pilot. When you are flying across a city, across a country, there are people that they are actually on your side or not on your side. They governing whatever is happening in the airspace. All right. In the case that I was uh, report what I did, the controller is the one that made the report. Actually, my report late about probably about a month, I would say about 15, 20 days, a month, when I received a report from a Department of Defense. Uh, I don't have a proof of this because been a long time, and I was having that when I was married at the first time, and I been married 3 times, and those papers went away. But the report still in there. They did the report. Actually, when did report came out, and I was flying, and I found what I found. Uh, I I I tell the controller. The controller asked me if I want to report a UFO, and I have no option just to say yes, because what I was having in front of me, it was not a helicopter, it was not an airplane, and I've been flying helicopter myself. I've been flying airplane for 45 years, and I still having my pilot license up today. Yeah, on that time I couldn't talk. I think somebody from Mexico, I guess it was my son, a few years after that, he came over to me, and that was a guy that was actually he was taken as a liar at that time because nobody believed what the guy was saying, and this guy was the one that introduced me. This guy from Mexico, and when I didn't want to talk because then after that we got a rule that if we talk about this, we are going to be jeopardized with our license. And actually, I couldn't do the interview that this guy, I think it was my son, and he was having a big book with pictures. And when I described what I was seeing, he looked on the book and he showed me a picture of what I was saw. Yeah, this sounds weird. Yeah, it is sound weird, especially in Puerto Rico when the people don't see, they don't believe, and they put you a stamp. He's a liar. Yes, but we're talking about a liar that because they didn't see, because they didn't was there, nobody was there except 3 people. That one was an engineer and 2 boss that was governing the company I was flying with. I was flying with a construction company, and we used to go to the project at any time. Okay, we was making construction on roads, and they have a big project. At the time that I was uh, flying for them, we was doing a construction from Yauco to Sabana Grande in the southwest of Puerto Rico. And we used to have improvised runway there that we can land anytime and we can take off anytime. Uh, yeah, I took off out of Yauco and I went to what used to be an Air Force base in the northwestern of Puerto Rico, Borinquen Airport, and pick up two other guys that they were signing some paper to do another project right there between Moca and Mayaguez. They was going to start doing an expressway that actually the company did. And while we was en route from Borinquen toward La Piedras, that was the town that we was operating. That was the the main office. They used to have a little airport in the town, in the surrounded areas, the little towns on this town, La Piedras. While en route to there, we was having this, and we was 4 people on the plane. At that time, I was having only 20 years, and I was having my first job as a commercial pilot. Well, guys, if you want to listen to the story this afternoon, I'm gonna come live, and I hope today I have 151 subscribers, and yes, you can look at the news today. I just hear some news that they are more weird. Yesterday they report a big earthquake on Texas area. Oh, guys, you better watch the news. There is a guy that he have a big details news about what happened. They post a video where something weird is happened. Well, you got the chance to believe if you never have seen anything, any object, and we're talking about unidentified flying object that they are on the sky, and you can decipherate whether or not it's a hourcraft. Could be a helicopter, it could be an airplane, it could be a balloon, it could be a glider, it could be anything. But when you have something that what I saw, and this thing coming toward you, no matter where you turn, then you're gonna realize that this is not a joke. If I have do a report that was not true, I wouldn't be jeopardized. I still having my pilot license, guys. Actually, I made 2 drawings of what I saw from the cockpit, and the other one, I just have another drawing what the object looked like. And there was an object that appeared suddenly, and the same way he came in, it was flew away. Yes, scary. Yeah, it was scary. It was very scary. And yeah, our training as a pilot when we start flying is a training that you have to take care of your plane all the time, all the way, until you put that airplane back safe or crash safe on the ground or in the airport or whatever. And this success, because I got the 3 boss who was in charge of this company. They were the 3 guys managing the company. They were so scared, and actually when we get to the office, they talked to the owner of the company at the time, and they say we're not flying no more at night. I was not even question about it, because I have nothing to say. Guys, the only thing I said on the plane, and I gonna be very honest to you guys, when I saw this thing, I say, what the hell is this? And that's where the guys started getting scared, screaming, crying, and they were the men. At that time, probably 50, 45, 60. Two of these guys have died already. So, if you want to hear the story, you're more than welcome this afternoon by 5. I will come live so I can talk about this. And if anyone want to do a questions, you be opening. I will be talking English and Spanish only. It will take me a little bit more time to talk in Portuguese and French. But if you speak English, you're more than welcome to my page this afternoon. I will come live. And I hope you guys, you got the option to believe or not believe. But like I say, I did a report on this. And actually, it was not me. I reported to the controller. The controller sent the report. And I got an answer from the Department of Defense, where they was posting me that they were shooting on the Vieques Island. They used to shoot in the western side of the island. They used to practice the marine, and they was saying that they was putting some flare up in the air. Yes, that's true. But the place that I was exactly takes me about 70 miles from the point where they shot, and there is no way that if I reporting something within a mile or so, I gonna be pointing on the 70 miles away that the marine was practice. And we used to go by that area all the time, and we see airplane, we see flares, we see something, and the flare doesn't last on the air. The flares, they use it to light up the place, and they see when they throw flare, they leave the place daily, like a daylight. But this was actually when I reported to the controller. I thought it was a big formation with of helicopters coming all with the landing light on, and it was seen huge. Or the other thing I say to him probably is a ship with all the light on the room on, that is up on the air. That was the two description that I gave him. That when he say you want to declare a UFO. Yes. Yeah, you listen to this story and sounds weird. Today I'm retired. I can talk about it, and I'm not flying anymore, and I don't care. But that report was done, and the answer that they gave me. Actually, the guy came from Mexico, came with a report and the answer that the Marines or the Department of Defense gave to me. So don't lose. This is very interesting. This is very interesting, and it's not a joke. But today they put in fears to all the travelers. They put in fears to everybody that jumps on the plane. And this is not for today. This is not from yesterday. This happening, I think, the whole life on the whole world. And this object being appears on the sky, but there's some people that they don't want to talk about it, especially the government. And I talking not the USA, I'm talking about the whole world. Didn't want to hear any stories about a flying saucer or a UFO or anything. They just didn't want to hear, because there was no accident of one of these objects hitting a plane. And once you do a report, or the controller do a report that you have reporting a flying saucer, they send it over, and because there was no injured people, there was nothing happen, they won't do any further investigation. So they close and they archive that report, and that's what they did with mine. Yeah, there is plenty people on my page on Facebook that they are pilot. Some of these people probably were flying when I did that report, and they didn't believe because they were far away. They didn't see what I was seeing at that time. But we was four on the plane. I was the pilot, and I have three on my bus sitting next to me and on the rear of the plane. And actually, we was scared. We was not like, quiet like I talking to you. It was not something that you will, yeah, say to you guy, hey, you see that, hey, do you see that, the light was green, the light was white. No, no, no. It was no way to do that. We was scared to hell. And yes, uh, this thing didn't do anything to us. He came close, yes, he came close, but suddenly disappeared the same way he came in. Don't lose this. Don't lose this, and I will accept any kind of a question of anybody that come on the chat. And I'm waiting for you guys today. And actually, my channels is all about coins. The only reason that I bring this up is because someone is trying to put fear on passengers. Today, they want the pilot to report everything that they see on the sky. Yeah, there are successes that been happening with pilots around the world. That, yeah, you got the option to believe whatever happens to them or whatever they say about the stories. But actually, I believe they are real stories. Everyone that up on the air and see some like this, and yeah, you got the option to believe or not. I was my own experience. I have my own experience, and I knew, and yes, it was weird. It was something that if you count that, if you tell somebody, is gonna come, hey, do this guy is weird, do this guy is an old man and he having nightmares and he having a dreams. No, no. But I got 151 guys today because two guys leave after I post that video. The little thing about Omni, and I told him interesting. I'm gonna be live today. So guys, I'm gonna leave it until the interview, until I do the live this afternoon. And yes, if you wanna believe, it's up to you. But it was a real success. Thank you. Have a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening.